welcome back to Stressless Messless. Now, I'm having one of those days, and I'm sure you can all relate, where you just go, I just want something like a treat. And I live in a place where like you have to drive 6 miles to the nearest shop, so I'm not going out for a chocolate bar. So I'm going to make something. So this is my sister's recipe, and they make sort of Ooey Gooey bars. That's what I'm going to call them. Jen's Ooey Gooey bars. Sorry, Jen, I've named them. And it's basically like a sort of take on a Snicker bar, but much easier. Now, this was actually the first time I'd made them. And basically, I was talking to Jen on Monday, and she was basically sort of like talking me through what she did. And so I've sort of simplified it. But literally, I'm sort of learning as I go along. So basically, don't do it in a saucepan. Do it in a microwave. So much easier. Just melted down my chocolate. Just slightly burnt, but that's fine. It'll just be bitter and nice. So anyway, so in my saucepan, I put just some old marshmallows that I found at the back of the cupboard. Quite a bit of peanut butter, sort of about 3 tablespoons of peanut butter, and then some condensed milk caramel. You know, you can get that in the tin. We had some left over from something else that we did a while ago. And it's been sitting in the fridge for quite a while. But it's smelled okay, so I was like, yeah, go for it. So I'm melting that all down. And then hopefully I will make the most delicious bars, and then we can have them with hot drinks. Because it's just been one of those days where it's just a bit gloomy and just need a bit of a lift. And I don't always do like, ooh, comfort eat for a lift, because actually I'm a big fan of trying not to comfort eat. But today, stuff it. We're going to do it. Now, this recipe is particularly good because you're basically only using a small amount of ingredients. Because again, if you make too many, then you're going to be like eating them throughout the week. And I kind of go, if you're going to have a treat, have it in one big boom, and then, because if your body gets used to having something sort of each day, that's when you run into problems and sort of start missing it if you don't have it and all that kind of thing, and start getting unhealthily sort of wanting stuff. So anyway, that's what I've discovered over the years. So I've got a silicone, it's actually a soap mold, but it'll be fine, baking tray thingy, and so they do like little bars, and so I think this is probably only going to make about 4, but that's ideal. So there we go. So that's my one tip, is if you're trying to be healthy, have these as just make something in like a small amount, which I had to do anyway because I've only got a tiny bit of chocolate. Another thing that I've learned sort of through this process is that thing of delayed gratification, because if you're like doing some work or something and you kind of go, oh, I really need like a biscuit or a chocolate or something like that, if you just go and get one and eat it, you're probably going to want more and all that kind of thing. Whereas if you take the time to make something, you get to lick the spoon, so you get like that tiny little bit of like sugar that you might need, but then actually, you know, you've got the excitement of waiting and all that kind of thing, and it really does work. So basically, even if I want a biscuit, I will often do something to it just to do that delayed gratification thing. So I don't know, like spread chocolate spread on it or something, because it's like it's more of an event. Whereas if you just get used to snacking, that's when the problems start, and you start like really actually needing that, and that's not good. So there we go, and hopefully I will show you what they look like. They're in the fridge at the moment, and I've licked the spoon, so I'm like, I'm okay, and I'm happy to wait now. Okay, so here they are. I've already eaten most of it. They're really good. Oh, truly amazing. And like, I would say I made ones that are that big, and I would say that's actually too much. Okay, so basically, I would say have these with a biscuit. I think what I would actually do is actually, like, because it's still squidgy, is actually squish it over a biscuit. You know, there's amazing digestives that have like the toffee thing in them. Do that. Or coat them in chocolate. But actually, as just like little energy blobs, they're very good. Well done, Jen. And I've also, as you saw probably from the video, I burnt some of the chocolate, but I just stirred that in, and it's actually really nice having those little crunchy bits. And I think it would also be better with actual peanuts in it rather than just peanut butter. But for what it is, oh my goodness, that's good. I'm gonna have to get another one now for the thumbnail. Whoops.